Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a quick recap on this week trade. I'll start with NZDUSD. NZDUSD, I was looking to sell this trade because the weekly is bearish. So I'm looking to sell this trade here. If you watch my previous video, you see that I was waiting for a pullback here then to sell, but literally I actually took this trade here and it was a loss. I took a loss by just three pips, and there was a little mistake I made here that made me to take this loss. So when this was Monday candle, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and this is Friday candle. So the mistake I made was that the lower low leg, when it came back to retest here, I should have waited for this doji candle to create. When it gets here, I would have waited for this doji candle to create to indicate that it is a potential lower high to create a new lower low. But when it pulled back here, I hurriedly went down to 1 hour time frame. Yes, went down to the 1 hour time frame. So when the pullback, that candle, the Monday pullback, so I waited for the shifter structure. You can see this was the higher high, this was the higher low. So when this candle body closed above, so this one become the higher high and this one become the higher low. So immediately it shifts to be lower low, lower high. I waited for this pullback and engulfing candle. This is where I entered the trade. And what did price do? Price came up, took me out by this pip, 3 pip. I calculated it, and it's still around the N3 time frame. So let me go back to the daily time frame and show you what I should have waited for. So on Thursday, price created this doji, and I was anticipating for this candle to fill this and continue the lower low and the bearish momentum. So but you notice this candle was on Friday, and on the 1 hour time frame it gave me a perfect entry. No, not 1 hour, I think 30 minutes time frame. Okay, it gave me a perfect entry here. You can see this is the lower high, this is the lower low. So when market broke this place, went back, created with this rejecting the EMA, pull back, maybe test this minor zone, then have a evening star formation. This is the evening star formation with an engulfing candle to sell. So as you can see, the dime check down below is 230. I wanted to take this trade, but because it's Friday and the volatility momentum for the week will slow down, so I don't take trade on Friday. That is why I did not take this trade, and the trade is still valid. So I will just wait for what Monday pre-London session will show. Then before I'll look for how to take the trade, continue the sell. So the trade is still valid. I'm still interested in this trade. Very, very interested in this trade. Very, very interested in this trade. So that is that. So moving on, EURJPY. EURJPY, I was looking for pullback to have the push, but literally the week did not do anything. This week nothing happened on this market. It was just consolidating here. with lot of rejecting candle here. So I'm still interested in this trade to still have the push. So I would have entered this trade because last week it was here Friday, so I was waiting for more rejection from lower time frame to take the trade up, but literally the market did not do anything. So moving down to the lower time frame, I just put the risk to reward there to see what the market will do. Moving down to the lower time frame, I missed the trade here. Okay, lower time frame. If I was active at this candle at 4 a.m., I would have taken this trade and my stop will be here. My stop will be here. This is 41 pip, then I'll make it 51. So I'll still be in this trade if we are taking this trade, but it will still be around break even. So but I did not take the trade. So I don't know, I might still be interested, I might not. So my weekly next week prediction, I will check it, and if it's still valid or so, then I'll know if I'll take it still, when I add it to my watch list, or I'll take it out. So GBPCAD, network, don't do this now. Okay, GBPCAD on the weekly time frame. In the weekly time frame, we are bearish, so I'm waiting for a pullback this week to have the push, but candle did not. The week did not seem to respect that zone. It came down here, show sign of slowdown to have the push, but price just violated it without any slowdown. But you notice, if you check my previous video, I explained that if the price gets to this place and you maybe give me rejection candlestick here, I will still be very conservative in entering this state, because whenever price approaches this zone, you normally have consolidation of multiple days before you have the push. You see, multiple days before you have the push. So price does not respect the zone, so I did not even think of taking it. So moving on, GBPCHF. So GBPCHF on the weekly time frame. The weekly time frame, we are bearish. We are waiting for price to pull back here to then have the push to the downside. Literally, that is what I was waiting for. I never marked this zone. To be an area of interest on my previous video, because I was waiting for this pullback. But when this pullback did not happen, let me delete it. So when this pullback did not happen and evaluated it, I now notice this zone here that price could react to. And what price actually reacted to it. But I did not take this trade because of this support zone that is here. So price will hold the price there. So I did not take the trade. And it might still be consolidation, because when price came here, it's still consolidated before we have the push. Whenever we are above and approach the zone, we are destined to go up. It's not certain, but when price approached, it was certain to continue going up. So, but when it was here, it actually gave me entry signal, but I did not take the trade. You see, when price came here, bullish, higher high, higher low. So this is bearish. bearish here. So this is evening around 5. This is entry signal. If I did not take it here, now wait for this. I'll wait for this one here, or I'll go to 1 hour. You can see this entry, so I would have entered here. Shorts, I entered here. My stop, this is 16, very tight, so I'll make it 26. I always add 10 pip above 26, and my risk to reward did not worth it. If this zone was far, I would have taken this trade, but it did not worth it. You see, so that is why I did not take this trade, because everything lined up perfectly. So that is why I did not take this trade. So what are we waiting for? Think on the 4 hour. Think on the 4 hour. 4 hour, yeah, this is the lower low. So if price is still, price might do something like this, break. If you retest here, then I might take this trade down. So moving on, this one, first zone did not play out, but second zone respected it, but it was approaching the support zone. That is why I did not take it. So moving on to USDCAD. Network, no. So moving on to USDCAD, I was looking for price to retest the zone to have the push. Price did not came back here, so did not take the trade. So this one also, USDJPY, the same thing, waiting for pullback to have the buy. Price did not respect the zone. Network. So waiting for pullback to have the push. Price still did not respect the zone. So this one now, it was a counter trend trade that I was just looking out for to see how it will play out. So on the weekly time frame, we are bullish on the weekly time frame. So we see this multiple candle rejection, rejecting the zone. So I'm waiting for the pullback here to have the push to the upside. So what did price do on the daily time frame? So on the daily time frame, so it was like this. It was here like this. So I'm waiting for a pullback here. So I drew something like this. The price was here because it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I'm waiting for the pullback here to have the sell down. But when you have the pullback here, the 4 hour became bullish. See, the 4 hour became bullish, and 2 time frame must be in sync before I take the trade. So it became bullish. That is why I did not take the trade down, because I would have a little 1 to 2 here. So when it became bullish, I did not take it, but later it still became bearish, and now it's still within that the lower low and the lower high leg. So if we go down to the daily time frame, you see that there's still possibility of price still respecting this zone, filling this place to have the push to the downside before continuing the bullish momentum on the weekly time frame. So if you notice on GBPCAD, on GBPCHF, that price came down. Let me show you something. So GBPCHF, price respected this zone to have the push, continue the sell, but because of this support zone, he held it. So the same thing can happen here. So respected this zone, try to have the push, you still push up. So because of this is a very strong support zone, you can see the strong support, the support zone, strong support zone. So price came down here and bounced back. This resistance zone still held it, bounced back. So taking a trade in between here is not ideal because it can happen again. So the ideal trade is to just wait for what, wait for it to come down on the weekly, wait for it to come down here. I'm waiting for. So when price come down here, then change on the daily bullish, and I'll take the trade, continue buying. So that is that, and thank you very much. My next video will be my weekly focus on potential trade that I'll be taking next week. Thank you very much. Please subscribe, like, and share.